TD Eclipsed has gained its 1.4 update after several months. It is contained with so much content I can't even fit it all in this one review. But I'm going to go through what I like and some of the main key points which I haven't seen myself, but I know are major to this. Let's get started. The very first apparent change as shown by the game's icon is that there is a shop now. And what do they contain in the shop? Well, it's the most obvious answer ever, but skins. Because what else could they put in there aside from like new EXCs that would cost runes? That'd be really cool. There are many cosmetics in the shop run by Lord Mortis, and I do really appreciate the time that the devs took to add so many new lines of dialogue for every skin, every cosmetic, every character. And there's even multiple per character. You know they put some serious effort into this. Some of my favourite skins that I've seen are the 2011X skin for Sonic.exe, the Neo Metal skin for Metal Sonic, Mecha Sonic and Furnace for Nexus, and there is plenty more if you choose to customize your skin in as many ways as you want to. Customization is also excellent. For EXCs you don't just have skins like a certain other Sonic.exe ASIN. You can actually equip stuff on other parts of their body, and that goes for the survivors too. You can customize these skins so much, it feels like a fresh experience at this point. On top of this, they've added so many balance changes which pretty much negates all the hate I ever had for any balancing before. There is a tad few things that need to be ironed out, as some characters, like Rouge, feel quite powerful with their kit. But overall, balancing has gotten much better with this update, and I can really appreciate that. The new map Act 9 is a blast to run around as well. There's so much open space, but also enough corridors, so it actually feels open-ended and enough for every character and EXE to feel fair to players here. And while that's all they really did for 1.4, I do want to touch on the game itself as well as the new stuff they added before, as I never really reviewed all of that. The main things I will go over are Tailstar's rework, Nexus, Lord X, Metal Knuckles, Vector, Espio, Charmy, and Sonic. Starting with Tailstar's rework, it is pretty unique and is a very different system to what we had before. Tailstar now doesn't feel like an annoying brat every match like how he did in the OG TD, but he actually feels quite fun to square up against, and both the Survivor and EXE side have some good pointers to go up against him. So I really am glad that Tailstar feels fun to play against now. I haven't felt like that in any ASIM ever until now. Nexus in my opinion does feel a little underpowered, but I think in 1.4 he got some major buffs that actually make him feel good to play as. Nexus used to be Furnace, but has ever since been revamped for some reason. But he does feel pretty fun to play with some unique moves which are obviously inspired by Furnace pre-hand until they got updated. Lord X by far is my favourite killer alongside Sonic.exe. He feels so versatile and open to play as, to the point where he can go anywhere as long as he plays right. His red rings allow him to transport anywhere, but it also doesn't feel too overwhelming as he has some weaknesses that the survivors can take advantage of. One thing I would like though is to remove the counter. It feels very forgettable for me, and in my opinion could be replaced by a move that fits him more. Metal Knuckles is actually quite a unique survivor, as he's not really known to be prominent in any roles. So it's nice to see that he actually has a decent one in this game. He is a primary stunner, but also a support of his taunt. Although I do feel like that his stuns could be a little overwhelming, but it depends on the EXE players. And once he uses them, you can just take him down. So overall I'd say he's pretty balanced. Vector is a weird support. He has two abilities that support and one that can defend himself and also his team if he chooses to. I do like the concept, but Vector feels very underpowered, which is probably why he has the health that he does. I would just like some differences in this kit. Maybe a rework would be super nice to play with. But he is alright for the most part. I just don't like playing him. Espio, in my opinion, is a little overpowered. He has a lot in his kit, and his cooldowns when I'm playing his EXE, which is a very broad term, they just feel short when I'm trying to chase him. And I think he got a slight rework because his Shoryukens just do a really big and overwhelming stun. It's not too bad, but it's also not, like, great to deal with as an EXE. I'll be so real, I've not played as Charmy, but he's an annoying little shit when I'm EXE, so I'm not gonna really give an opinion other than I just don't like him. Because, he's annoying and I hate him and I wish he dies. Sonic shouldn't just be here. That should just be my opinion. I don't think it needs to be any broader. I don't think Sonic should exist. His kit is a little weird. It's Sonic, but just how he acts it doesn't feel like he's actually Sonic. I honestly can't even put to words how Sonic plays in this game. It's weird. Also, the new reworked maps that are all over the game, they're very good. I love them. That's all I have. And that's it. That's my entire TD Eclipse review. I love this game. I know there's some people that really are not fond of it, and I can see where they're coming from. But in my personal opinion, it's really great. And while I still have high hopes for projects like Sonic Divergence and TD Execution, this is a pretty good game and I'll definitely keep making content on it. Because I like it. That's my only reason. I make content I like. Games. Can't speak. I was trying to say is I make content on the games I like. Which is why there's so many different fucking games. Expect server wipe compilations soon, because I've been getting a buttload of them and I need somewhere to chuck all this footage. See you guys in the next video, bye!